Hello, cookbook friend, and welcome to the Cookbook Divas YouTube channel. My name is Katie. It's been a long time. I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I went on a bit of a vegan cookbook booking spree at the library. I think it's because I knew that I was going to be overindulgent, probably eating a lot of meat. Also, I do love to give baked goods to a lot of my friends and family for Christmas just because I really like making things for people. I don't really get into that whole consumer thing as much. Like sometimes I do, but I love making things for people. And I love it when people make me things. So I want to be as inclusive as humanly possible. So I definitely want to get that gluten-free baking and vegan, nut-free, like try to be as friendly to everybody as possible. I was really excited to look at this cookbook though because it's about no waste, saving the planet, vegan cookbook. This is by Celine Steen. I actually watched a Hulu docu-series by David Chang that I think everybody should watch. It's about the future of food and sustainability and the environment, and plant-based isn't everything. It's not going to save the whole world. There's a lot of problems there too, but I think finding a good balance is kind of key, and being respectful of food, the planet. What can we do best to, like, within our own households to make all of these things happen? So I'm really excited to look into this cookbook. So let's dive right in. First of all, I love the design. I think it's big and bold and fun. We have, let's see, a dedication cute. Oh, wow. So it's hard to see in this video, but this has got like a purple pinkish hue, and it's quite elegant. It's beautiful. So we have the vegan no waste kitchen for chapter 1. Then we have breakfast. Then chapter 3 is main courses. Next we go into sides, and then we go into soups and stews and desserts and snacks. So I'm really excited. I love that everything has a page number next to it, so it's easy to navigate this cookbook, hopefully. So let's see, chapter 1, we go into, the photos are beautiful, by the way. We go into the plant-based kitchen. Why vegan? No waste. So that's so nice and cool. I did look through this a little earlier, and because I got a little confused. You do have to read this cookbook all the way through. Like, you have to read chapter 1. It just makes things a lot easier to navigate later on and helps you understand kind of the purpose of this cookbook. So we have these little indicators, these icons right here. They're soy-free, gluten-free, and fast-forward. So that means recipes can be made 30 minutes or less, hopefully. So that's really nice. I love that she's included all your different ingredients here. You have all the tools you might need, including a fermentation crock, which I think is like a crock pot specifically used for fermenting, which I never really thought about. That's kind of brilliant, but I don't have all these crock pots to just ferment all my foods. I don't have space for it, and it's kind of expensive, and I like using it all the time, especially during winter and fall. So maybe something to think about for spring and summer when you're not eating so many hot foods or whatever. There's also like a compost bin, salad spinner, silicone spatulas, like random tools that maybe you wouldn't have thought of. And then we jump right into breakfast. But one of the things that I think is really important, it's not that big of a page, but we've got the shelf lifespan of food and kind of your 1, 2, 3s rule of thumb on how to best utilize your space and to keep your vegetables and fruits around longer. I've been having a battle with spinach lately. I swear, I'll buy spinach and then the next day it goes bad, and it's very frustrating. So I don't know if it's like the temperature of my fridge, where I'm storing it, how I'm storing it. Maybe it's the plastic container it sits in and everything's just shoved in there. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's very frustrating. So I'm really excited to kind of look through this to see how I can best, utilize my food. So let's dive into these recipes. So I'm noticing kind of the photos are a little sparse. I'm noticing there's more photos in the back where the main courses are and desserts, but kind of towards the front, I'm not seeing a lot, and that's okay. But you know, I'm a photo girl. I love photos. So we've got the Moroccan quinoa veggie bowl. This looks awesome and tasty. As you can see at the very top here, it's got that little icon. It's gluten free, so it's not a fast forward recipe or soy free. You have all of your ingredients all listed here in bold. And then it looks like you could just kind of throw it together, actually. There's no step-by-steps, which is really interesting in here. But the cool thing about this cookbook, and probably the most unique thing, are these Planet Saver tips. And every single recipe does have a Planet Saver tip. So if it's 100 recipes, that's 100 Planet Saver tips. And they're usually things that apply to the recipe themselves. So other things you can use the ingredients for, how to make sure that you're not wasting everything. There's all kinds of ways, all kinds of things that she goes into, even substitutes or replacements. So that's very nice. Ooh, Szechuan flavored mushrooms with roasted shishito peppers. This looks really good. And I love the shishito peppers. Sweet and sour carrot tart tatin. One thing I'm noticing in this cookbook is that the recipes are very distinct. I'm not seeing something like this before, and that makes it really nice, but I do think a lot of these are a little more advanced for some people. I wouldn't recommend this book if you're a beginner, like if you're just dabbling in being a vegan. Also, I'm noticing that those icons aren't as prevalent. So if you are somebody that's not, or just became gluten-free, or if you're, learning how to cook all this stuff and you want to go vegan, this might not be a good starter book for you, but eventually I would lead up to this. We've got pineapple fried rice. Whoa, orange habanero jam. That's awesome. And I'm also not seeing like fast forward, so that means a lot of these recipes definitely take over 30 minutes, and that's fine. That's usually pretty average. I wish she did indicate the time in general. I think that if she's got an indicator for a fast forward recipe in here, she should probably just put a time in general on the recipe. But that's just me. And again, cool planet saving tips. Very awesome. Pickled turmeric carrots. Let's see other photos. Ooh, look at the soups and stews. This looks really good. Ooh, a carrot top piece soup with pesto. Oh, I'm so hungry. I can't wait for lunch. I'm gonna die. This looks really good, and it's really easy, and it's a fast forward, and gluten-free, and soy-free, which is super cool. I'm excited. We have, and I'm gonna go into desserts real quick because I'm obsessed with dessert. So this photo looks great, by the way. We've got also, oh my god, compost cookies. I love this. So it's not actual compost, if that's what you were concerned about. It's basically kind of like, I like to take all my savory ingredients, so all the vegetables and stuff that I have that may not match very well, and I put them in curry, to be honest. Like, I think curries are a really great way to kind of just have all of your vegetables. But these almost look like you can take a brownie, a cookie, a pie, and you mix it all up and you make an awesome cookie with it. That's so cool and so much fun. So this is a really awesome idea if you have just leftover dough. I tend to get leftover dough all the time, so this is helpful. Moroccan Cranachan. Whoa, and this looks beautiful. This would be an awesome, I almost would, like for a dinner, like after dinner, dessert for loved ones or whatever. This is really awesome. A Cranachan is a Scottish dessert. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't, but it's a Scottish dessert, usually composed of whipped cream, toasted oats, whiskey, and raspberries. That sounds very tasty. Yum. Let's see if I can find one more. Well, we have that, obviously, the first photo. It's any fruit frangipan galette, which is this glorious photo right here. So This cookbook is really awesome. It's got a lot of amazing tips if you want to be able to reuse your ingredients, how to save things, and you can save like broths for a long period of time if you freeze them. There's like a lot of cool tips throughout this book to be more environmentally friendly and self-sustainable. I highly recommend this for more advanced cooks and bakers, just because, and especially if you're kind of new to vegan cooking or gluten-free or soy-free, because you could probably make all of this stuff gluten-free and soy-free, but you need a little more experience. So this is really cool. This is Save the Planet Vegan Cookbook. This is by Celine Steen. If you guys like our videos, make sure to like and subscribe on your way out. It really helps us out. We also would love to hear from you, so definitely comment down below. If you want to join us on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest, we love to share new and vintage cookbooks that we find. We also do that on our blog at cookbookdivas.com. You can check us out also on our podcast. We like to publish every, I believe, Friday for our cookbook roundup. So come join us there too at Cookbook Divas. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching.